Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot, rune, and oracle reading for the first quarter of 2024. So this would cover January, February, and March. The rune that came out for you is called Gebo, and this is a beautiful rune of generosity, and it shows the equal give and take between people. So I feel like in this quarter, you're going to be feeling very generous first and foremost. So some of you may be giving some amazing gifts to people, receiving amazing gifts from your loved ones, receiving some sort of help and support from family or friends, or giving that. I'm in particular seeing situations in life where, like, let's just say you give birth, a friend gives birth, and you go over and you clean for them, you cook for them, you really shower them with love and affection. Or if someone's going through a tough time, you help them out, or if you're going through a tough time, you receive a lot of help and a lot of support. And the whole spiritual lesson behind Gebo is learning when to give and when not to give. If you have an empty cup and you are struggling, that is not the time for you to be generous. That is the time for you to be receiving and allowing yourself to ask for and receive help from your support system, from your community, and know when to take as opposed to give. And you know what? When your cup is filled back up, when you're standing on your own 2 feet, you have a ton of time and extra energy, extra resources, then you can give back. But right now, I think it's an important life skill for people to learn when they need to receive as opposed to give. And, honestly, there are a few people in this planet who need to learn how to give instead of constantly receive. So whichever end of the spectrum you fall on, you're being asked to really maintain that balance. And this next 3 months is a time of giving and receiving, having a beautiful community, a beautiful support system, and relying on your soul family. Next, you have the new moon in Pisces, which says meditate and contemplate. Honestly, even as I was shuffling the cards and tuning into your reading, I got this sort of quieter energy. And I was thinking of this person I know who's a preacher and how they are really close to certain people in their community and help them out. I was thinking about how they always help out, like after marriages and births and things like that. And I don't know why I was randomly thinking about this person when I was shuffling for your reading. I feel like this is a time where you're almost in this like monk-like energy where you're just resting, relaxing, contemplating, working on your goals as well, but going where you're needed, being useful. Or if you're the one that needs help and support, you're going to a community or your community to receive said help and support. So this next 3 months is all about community and finding that sort of spiritual connection between you and your community and the people around you, and finding a lot of happiness and fulfillment in helping other people out or relying on other people when you need help. For example, you may be volunteering to dog sit or babysit or help a friend out if they need help cleaning or cooking or doing something around the house. Or you may be calling in the help of people around you. Maybe you're moving, you need people to help you move. Maybe you're doing some sort of home improvement, you need people's help for that. Or maybe you just want to let your friends and your family know how much you love them and appreciate their support. So you make them all a really nice dinner, or you take them out to dinner and you pay, having this beautiful back and forth exchange of energy. It uplifts you. It takes a community to create really great ideas, and you can't, see the manifestation of your wildest hopes and dreams if you're an island all by yourself. So it's really important to have this community, and I see you focusing a lot on that in the next 3 months. We have a change in the wind coming out for you. Now this obviously shows us that the next 3 months there will be some pretty big changes taking place for you. And I always say the phrase, the winds of change. Whenever it's really windy out, I'm like, something's going to change. Something's about to change. Some unexpected thing may happen. So we see that coming out in your reading. So hopefully the tarot can give us some insights into what will be changing for you during this next 3 months, okay? I feel intuitively a lot of you might be getting married, moving, having a baby, or the people in your community are doing that and you're helping out. So there's some sort of changes taking place, but I don't know. That's just what I intuitively feel. It could be anything. So we're going to get 6 cards, 2 rows of 3 from the Good Tarot to further elaborate on the next 3 months. First card out is the King of Earth. Wow. Yeah, this is a energy of someone who's mature and they have cultivated a lot of resources for themselves. You know, they have a thriving health, home, finances, all that stuff. They're very grounded, practical, reasonable. Their logic and their practicality and their hard work has earned them so many blessings in life. And now the King of Pentacles, this is a king who loves to share in his riches. And, you know, when there's a successful year, he wants to treat all the people in his life, all the employees he may has, you know, he'll share that wealth, that extra wealth with them via raises or bonuses or gifts, something like that. King of Earth kind of reminds me of Santa Claus for that reason, especially in this deck. And I see you connecting with that energy and connecting with people who are in this energy. Like, let me help you out. I have achieved so much for myself. You know, all of my needs and wants are met, and I have all this extra time on my hands or all this extra resources. Why can't I use that to help other people out? It brings so much joy and love, you know? So I see you guys connecting with that. This is also a very hospitable energy. For example, if you have your own home and you have a guest bedroom that's empty all the time, you know, why not allow couch surfers to stay with you, or invite friends over for a staycation? You know, really make the most out of your excess. It brings so much joy, so much excitement, so much fun into your life. And if you literally have no excess right now and you're like, Laura, I barely can scrape by, okay, that is when you learn how to receive and rely on your support system in whatever area of life you need help in, emotional, physical, financial, whatever, you know, rely on your support system. We have the Page of Fire coming out in reverse here. This is a youthful energy. And so for those of you who have children, especially if they're a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or even pets, if they're Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, they don't have to be those signs, but I am seeing those signs here. They may be feeling a little bit out of sorts here, a little bit out of place. I'm getting the phrase fish out of water for some reason. So I do wonder if some of you either moved and your pet or your child is struggling a bit, or if there's some sort of change in the living situation, or I don't know. I'm seeing here an innocent soul, a younger soul that is struggling a bit. They're having a hard time finding their fire, their motivation to do things. They could be going through a little bit of a depression as well, and they need your support. So I see two different ends of your community here. One, which is the King of Earth. This is someone who wants to be generous with you, who wants to help you out in whatever you need help with, or just give you gifts in general, show you their love in general. And then on the other hand, we see people here who need your support, who need you to, you know, help them regain their fire, their confidence, their motivation for life, and make them feel very comfortable in themselves and whatever change that's taking place here. So you're both giving and receiving in the next 3 months. We have the Two of Fire. First off, the number 2 shows that beautiful balance and how well it'll work out for you. And also, this shows some sort of like new chapter. I'm seeing, I don't know why I'm getting this vision that's very particular. So this may be someone who's watching literal circumstance. You may be getting married and you have children of your own, or they may have children of your own, and you may be struggling right now to blend the family. But it's like a very loving, beautiful change and situation. And the person you're marrying is this generous soul, you know, and the children are the ones that need your time and energy and attention right now, essentially. So that shows the giving and taking balance there. And with the Two of Fire, I see you sort of looking at the future, like planning, okay, what are we going to do now that this new chapter has emerged, that this change has taken place? And I see you working with your family unit to sort of, you know, determine what's next for you all. Second row of cards out, fourth card, we have the Eight of Water in reverse. So this is showing me that there is something that you're feeling intuitively, like it's time to move on. It's time to walk away from this. And I'm seeing someone saying like, yeah, you know what? It may be time. It may be time. So I don't know what specifically this is talking about, because it could be something different for all of you. Like, for example, for some of you, this could be like a car that you love, but it's like, it's time for it to go. You know, you've had it for so many years. It has like 2 billion miles on it. Like, there's a problem with it every week, it may be time for it to go. It may be something like that for some of you. For others of you, it could be a neighborhood, it could be a house, like you're just ready to move. You're ready to move on, or this could even be like, for some of you, this could be very positive. It could be like a relationship, and it's like, it's time for the next chapter. It's time to move forward in a new direction here and elevate what we have, or something like that. Eight of Wands, when it comes out in reverse, is kind of showing during this 3 months, there may be an old sort of thing that you're used to, a dynamic that you're used to, or object, something, and it's approaching its natural time to move on. So you get the point. We have the Nine of Earth. Beautiful cards for money. First and foremost, money is looking very good. Money may be improving. Health may be improving. The Nine of Earth shows you being very content with what you have. And again, I'm seeing this energy of like getting back on your own 2 feet. So you may be starting this quarter off thinking like, I need a little extra help, like I'm not in a place to be generous right now. And I see you getting to a point where you're like really content on your own. You reach, you're back on your own 2 feet, you're happy, you're content. And so you can be a little bit more generous. Again, I see you reaching that point. And then finally, we have the Eight of Earth, which shows you, there's a lot of cards here of like building something new. This actually shows like a repetitive process of working on something over and over and over again, doing the same schedule, same routine over and over and over, and it'll build a positive momentum for you. For example, like let's just say you're learning a new language. This would be like practicing every single day over and over and over. It may be monotonous, it may be boring, but it gets you to where you want to be. Or doing the same job day in and day out, but you get so good at this job and you really improve your skills and your respect and become like a master at your craft because of it. It's that sort of energy here. So in the next 3 months, we also see you repeating something and building the momentum with it. Okay, for example, this could even be like if you have your own blog, day in and day out, you write a blog after blog after blog. Your writing improves, your blog grows in audience, in numbers. So it's like you're just building this momentum. So it's really positive. Anyways, that's your reading, guys. Thank you for joining me. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this quarter. If you want a personal reading with me, one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my goddess energy and intention oil there and my spiritual life coaching sessions there. So check it out. Bye-bye.